and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Brian Seymour.
And man, I swear, if Jeremy seriously, my first million goes to him. Like, just to keep him quiet.
Oh.
Yeah, just to keep him quiet.
No, I create my own YouTube channel.
Yeah. Oh.
And just dumb stuff Ryan says. Because there's a lot.
It's bad. It's bad. We say things. I was just playing about that, by the way. He's looking like so happy right now. Like, you're almost at a mil, right? Yeah. Like, he's like, you're preparing for it. I'm not even there yet. I'm like 100 air. I'm not even like 1,000 air right now. Just slow down.
You're headed further ahead than I am.
I'm further. Oh.
I've got a 401k, but it's like a lowercase k.
It's
so it's
a lowercase k. I got a 401c. It's not even a k yet.
It's a debit card I found on the floor. So I don't
Mine's a gift card to Applebee's. And I think it's been used already. So, what do you do? What do you do?
Your child.
All right, so we read a lot of different things this week.
Yes, we did.
We both read Die, 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 but I don't have it up here.
Yes.
Did you get to do Hit Girls?
I did not. See, and that's not my fault.
No. Yeah.
We had a bunch of people tacking on their polls.
Yes.
So I have.
But wait. There's tack onto their polls, and then there's what this is. They asked for what now?
One of each cover, which I will gladly take the money.
Absolutely, but then it depletes the reading material available for everyone else.
Right. We got more coming in Friday, so
That's good. All right. So then I took on Superman or Action Comics.
yes.
You took on.
Let's see. Up top, we both did Black Panther.
Yes, we both did Black Panther. Got it.
We both did West Coast Avengers. I did Cold Spots by Cullen Bunn.
Okay.
And then down here I got Britannia.
Okay. All right. So where do you want to start?
Well, why don't you tell me about Hit Girl since I didn't get a chance to read it yet?
So Jeff Lemire, Eduardo Rizzo. Okay. Here's the interesting thing. We're filming this on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They just made a major announcement yesterday about Kevin Smith's run, Hit Girl in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I have to wonder, not for nothing, because I love Kevin Smith. This is my guy. I love that Mark is working with him. That makes me so excited. But knowing that Kevin Smith loves Canada, I feel like he's upset that he didn't get this one.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. Like he's got this like huge fascination with the Great White North. Once it was announced, I was like, well, how come he didn't go Canada? He likes Canada.
He likes
Canada. He does a lot of, he was in Drake's video, Degrassi,
Canadial activities.
He's all about it, right? Tusk, right? Yoga hosers, Moose Jaws, going to be set in Canada.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, did he miss an opportunity? Well, I'll tell you right now, based on the storytelling that this is, yeah, he did. Jeff Lemire is not pulling any punches, slashes, stabs, shots, or nothing. What this is probably the sweetest Lone Wolf and Cub, but the Canadian version of it.
Okay.
Yes, that was off the top of the head, but absolutely perfect. Lone Wolf and Cub, the Canadian, the Degrassi version of Lone Wolf and Cub.
Oh man, I keep coming back to that, like PBS.
I'm just saying, beautifully rendered. I mean, Eduardo's work. If you're not a fan of his work, you don't read comics. You might not be able to read at all because his stuff is just that beautiful. It's that cinematic. It tells all kinds of good story. He does a 9-panel grid structure here that you got my parts moving.
All a tangly.
Yeah, they did. It was a flutter. It was a little buzzing. This one's a good one. There's one left in this particular run. So each of these runs are going to be 4 issues. Pretty great.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
And top tier talent thus far.
Oh, that's going to be phenomenal. I think we did see a couple of shots from Kevin Smith's upcoming run, and bloody good time.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I
can't wait, and I'll be sure to up orders even more.
Yes, because they want them covers on night 9. Yeah. Okay, so Die.
Yeah, it picks up the first issue. One of my problems with the title is the first issue came out and there was so much buzz because it was like a secret book. Nobody knew.
Didn't know nothing.
You were allocated. There was like 9 different covers. So it created this buzz and was like a feeding frenzy. People trying to buy the book then flip it on eBay.
Right.
And it really kind of takes away from how over the top this story is.
Yes, it does.
There's 3, I think, they're identical triplets.
Yes.
And they're all hitmen because their father was a hitman and he passed
Family
along the
business, baby.
Family business,
But
yeah.
not necessarily on the same team.
Yeah, that's the
great.
thing. And we
Yeah.
pick up there where one of the brothers has been kidnapped. He's being auctioned off.
Yes.
The other two brothers are converging, and
But not working together.
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing.
that's important.
Like,
Again,
one is evil,
meh,
maybe.
maybe.
The other one, I don't know if you'd call him good.
Reluctant.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. It's just a ton of people getting shot. It's over the top violence. The nose thing.
The nose thing is crazy.
Especially
That's definitely crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't really love this one though.
it felt like there was all the stuff in it,
Right?
but there was nothing underneath it. If that makes sense.
Yes,
So
that's why I didn't love it.
Yeah, there was all the over the top violence.
Yeah.
All the craziness, but story wise,
Not a lot of substance.
Yeah.
I felt like a diet version of Jimmy's Bees.
Okay,
on this
yeah,
one.
I can
That's
see
what I
that.
felt
Yeah.
this was. So shout out to Aftershock on that one. But Kirkman writing, I don't know. With this marriage of Kirkman stuff and then
Gimple.
thank you.
Yeah.
I can't feel who's writing what,
Right.
and I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
I'm gonna say bad
I almost think it's a bad thing.
because we've got all of the explosions and
Right.
and all of that, but we have none of the heart.
That's
We're-
you know what?
like-
That's it right there.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
with
it right there.
Kirkman stuff, there's always that core,
Right.
and we don't have
I'm
that.
feeling that. Like, and that's the weird thing for me. Like, yeah, because when you so Walking Dead has zombies, but it's not about the
Right.
zombies. It's about the people.
Mhm.
I'm not
Yeah.
in love with these people. Oblivion Song about the people.
Yeah. Every one of Kirkman's books
About the people.
about the people,
Yeah.
except this one.
This one's all about stuff getting blowed up good, which is fun.
Yeah,
But just
but it.
I don't know,
Yeah.
wasn't it for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was visually very pretty.
Yeah,
Very, very
that's
pretty.
that's the thing is
Yeah.
it's just so gorgeous. There's all these things happening, but there's just
Not quite
no
the substance.
Yeah, there's no connection between me and the book.
Substantive. What's the other one that you read?
Let's see, up top it would have been Cold Spots by
Cold
Cullen Bunn.
Spots. Oh.
Yeah. So whenever Cullen puts out a book, I have to read it because we have the same hairstylist, and no, we do. It's cool.
You do.
It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Le Raiser.
Le-
French.
Oh,
Yeah.
les airs.
That's such good work. Very quick. All of a sudden, Le Poisson popped into my head, and I'm blaming you for that. I don't even know why.
The
Little Mermaid,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, Brennan used to make me watch that over and over and over while he was laughing. I don't.
What do you mean, make you?
I'm not a fan of the Disney.
So this is my last week on Black White Run all over. You don't like Little Mermaid, man?
I don't
Listen, yo, that's my fire right there. Me
I-
and Sebastian under the sea.
oh my gosh! See, I was born and raised wrong, so like a lot of these normal
Yeah,
things.
you will not say a disparaging word about your mom like that. Never
that's,
again.
That's true. My dad
Ever.
though.
Okay, well, I don't know him. I don't know him like that. So. Okay, so
So this one picks up.
yes.
This guy has been brought in by some super rich person.
Okay.
As kind of like a private investigator sort of thing, to find his daughter who's ran away with his granddaughter, right?
Okay.
So it's got this vibe, and I understand if you do not understand what I'm talking about or like what I'm about to say.
Okay.
But it's got a vibe a lot like 8mm, where
Whoa.
Nicolas Cage has been brought in to do what he's supposed to do.
Right.
And he doesn't quite know what he's really in for. And so we go along with this story, and instead of kind of the normal things like bad people or criminals, there's some, I don't know if they're ghosts or shadow people. There's something going on that is
Okay.
not normal.
So it's more of a supernatural type thing.
Yeah, but
Okay.
this person, as far as we know,
Doesn't
know. Like he's just seeing stuff for the first time.
Okay.
That makes no sense to him.
I like this.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool
It's Colin
stuff.
Bunn, man. Like, what has there been a missed shot from Colin?
Not
Like, I don't think he's missed a single thing. Colin Bunn is like literally one of the top writers.
He's consistent.
Like very consistent.
every time.
It's man.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like the number 2 fall off. Like even his issue 2s
Yeah.
are very good.
Yeah, because normally we get that build up and you get the best 28 pages of thought process.
Ever.
And then the next one,
You're like,
I'll throw in a dragon.
it's still happening.
Yeah.
Yay. Something caught on fire. That's not bad. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's pretty sweet.
Okay. I did Action Comics 1002.
That's Bendis, isn't it?
Yes, Bendis and Pat Gleason.
Oh.
I love Pat Gleason's work. I'm a weird homer about it. Like it's the line weights about it. Here we are seeing some very interesting things. Bendis is really like pushing the humanity of Superman.
Yeah.
Great little sequence here where Supes gets a little upset about something and he's got to deal with it.
Yeah.
He's got to, other people might, go to the gym, or run. What does Superman do to blow off some steam? Don't answer that question. Either one of y'all. Y'all turned around entirely too. Jeremy, definitely. You turned around like ready to say some stuff. That was going to get us kicked off YouTube. Don't do that. Yeah, that was
He writes
terrible.
poetry, right?
He sings songs in Kryptonese. Auto-tune, though. Like, it's got to be auto-tune. Because Kryptonese at certain pitches can blow up the human head. Bendis, go ahead and use that. That's all yours, baby. I expect to get a shout out though.
Yeah.
Give me a character name. I can be the character whose head blows up. Like I'm fine with that.
That's cool.
But no, like it's this whole setup. Okay, so Lois has been gone for a while. People are suspecting that she just up and left Clark. You've got the fires that are still happening, and then you get this clandestine group that's kind of emerging, and everything like this is what's crazy. This book starts off where the public is saying that Superman killed a criminal in broad daylight, like literally dropped him out of the sky. A low-level criminal. It's not even like a big guy.
Yeah.
Like he didn't like grab Lex and be like, take that. Like it was some random dude named Yogurt.
Well, I mean, he had it coming, right?
I mean, it's a subtle joke through the whole thing. We're like, Yogurt? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, why is it Yogurt? He's like, you don't want to know. I'm like, maybe I do.
Maybe I
actually.
do.
Like, actually, that's what I want in the comments right there. I want to hear you guys' best fanfic of why this gangster's name was Yogurt.
Yeah.
I'm going to first start off by saying, obviously, he was a mad Spaceballs nut, and
that could work.
that's where we're starting the bar.
Yeah.
Spaceballs, already used it. Your turn.
He had an infected spider bite.
Wow. And it came out like yogurt?
Yogurt.
Okay, that's your okay, so infected spider bite and Spaceballs. You guys
Go.
fill in the blanks. Mad lib that, okay? I want y'all to mad lib that right now. Go. So like seeing this very human Superman though is very interesting. I kind of like it. It's kind of what I expected Bendis to bring to things. It's not the grandiose, it's not the perfect Superman that we saw in like All Star or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. He's very relatable.
Yeah.
Very relatable. So it's kind of cool. I kind of dig it.
But that's the core. Like,
It is.
Like that's what draws you into the character. And then we have stuff like Die, 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 which doesn't have that.
Doesn't have all that rich meat, the stuff that you sup on
Yeah.
that makes you care about these people. Because otherwise, all you care about is the fact that these three guys look alike and they kill things good.
Yeah. And no mention of yogurt.
None. Although there were some that one scene that could have got yogurt.
Yeah,
that could have got
could've been
real
very
yogurty.
yogurty, yeah.
Very. I'm just saying, sticky. So Black Panther.
Yes. Number 3.
Number 3. This one, I'm having a hard time with this book.
Yeah.
I enjoy it,
Mhm.
but it's hard for me to place it, which might sound weird.
No. It makes sense.
Okay.
Because it takes place in the future.
Yes.
There's definitely the reincarnation aspects, or it's presenting that way.
Yes.
Is it political intrigue?
Right.
Is it sci-fi?
Right.
Like what exactly?
I don't
is-
have the context.
right.
That's the thing that's
Yeah.
got me. It's like storytelling wise, yes, it's like this grandiose mystery and it's unfolding,
Yeah.
but I don't have the context to really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I feel like as great of a book as this is, written by Ta-Nehisi Coates,
Yeah.
art by Daniel Kuna,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. It's
But
amazing.
it's not the Black Panther mythos that we are currently pop
Yeah.
culturally aware of.
Yeah.
It's building on a lot of pieces and parts that Coates kind of put into his run.
Yeah.
That's not the most popular thing right now.
Yeah.
This seems like very far-fetched without that precursor.
Yeah.
I would have liked like, I don't know, a preview book or something that establishes this is Black Panther world. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Like,
It's been X thousand years.
Right.
And these are the things. These are the different galactic empires and whatnot. Because I am reading it and like I'm digging it.
Right.
But I don't know if I should be thinking T'Challa's actually the reincarnation.
right?
Or
Is this actually T'Challa?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to, yeah. It's kind of weird. Like, I would say this is a marriage of Black Panther meets Star Wars,
Yeah.
which is not wrong, but it's weird.
Yes.
That's a weird thing to say. It's like, okay, here's my pitch.
In a galaxy.
Yeah, in a galaxy far, far away, but like right now.
Yeah.
But like
But with
in the future,
Yeah.
though. Wakanda, I mean, because like literally it has all these great things. So Wakanda decides to expand
yeah.
and not just take over like Earth, they leave Earth and
Yeah.
start building like empires.
Yeah, and they've got the technology, they've got the leadership, they have
Right.
all the parts to do that and do it well.
Exactly. But when you just say that, like I'm all about it because you're like, okay, well, we've not seen that before.
Right.
You know,
It's brand
Wakanda, yeah, Wakanda at a greater scale is huge.
Yeah.
Like,
They've always been isolationists.
very much so. But like, how would the Shi'ar react to Wakanda?
right.
You know, how would the Kree or Asgard even
Yeah.
react to Wakanda being out there?
Yeah,
Like,
because you're
does
going to
that-
bump into each other.
immediately. And does that change things? You know, I don't know. Like, what kind of stories are those? I don't know. But no,
Okay.
I didn't make that up.
It's
My
fantastic.
friend told me that one. I know. So yes, that was the thing. But there's so much history with just that setup
Yeah.
that we don't have.
Yeah. Like,
And that's the part that's frustrating.
yeah. As they were expanding, were they the aggressors? Did they forge treaties?
Yes.
How is their economics work?
I'm
Like,
just-
do they trade with each of those other
I
empires?
don't know. And that's the thing. Like, where does this fit within the true larger Marvel Universe landscape
Yeah.
so that we really have some context
Yeah.
to what this is?
Yeah.
The level of importance, the level of, you know, this is just a cool story. Like, we don't really know how to read this, which I think is the greatest failing of this book.
Yeah.
It's a great concept, though.
Because we haven't found out yet. Because as far as like a Black Panther, there's not one currently.
No.
And we don't know why.
Right.
And I was always under the impression that there was always
There's
going
always
to
going to be one. Well, especially considering that everyone is wearing the garb of the Panther.
be. Yeah.
So being Black Panther is no longer special? Is that what happened? Like,
I don't-
so many
yeah.
questions that
Yeah.
are not answered.
Right.
You know,
And that's the stuff I'm really curious about.
right. So yeah, give us a little bit more context.
Yeah.
I would like
And
that.
Coach Zuckerberg, he can do it.
Oh, definitely.
I have
Definitely.
utmost faith.
Yes. All right. So I guess now, since we've waxed about those things, it's time for some honorable mentions. All right. So we've got West Coast Avengers,
Yes.
the same, and then we go totally different after that.
Yes.
Um,
I'm really curious about Punish Man because I haven't had a chance to read it yet. And that's his super secret hero name is Punish Man.
Punish Man, Paninshier, as he's called in places.
Slovakia.
Yes.
It's probably
I don't know.
maybe Bulgaria. I don't know.
Rosenberg and Kurdransky. Okay, so here's what this is.
Mhm.
This is Taken meets The Punisher by way of global scale. Yeah, go
That
ahead.
feels hot.
Global scale and very little actual Punisher in it.
Okay.
There's punishment. Oh, he definitely issues out some punishment, but
Yeah.
there's very little of Frank in this book. It's a lot of world building. But here's the thing. And I was just telling Lou about this. When you tell a story like this, there creates this retcon question. Why has this never happened before?
Yeah.
When Frank does what he does on a global realistic scale, because this isn't like, oh, Frank Castle murders the Marvel Universe. This is like legit Jason Bourne style. This guy moves around anywhere in the world. There's a criminal. You could be on his list. I'm not saying that, like, you know, this idea already exists. But so when this happens, it does. It forces you to ask the question, well, why has this never been
Yeah.
done before? Why
Yeah.
has this guy been allowed to keep moving, or, you know?
Yeah. There's a certain skill set that now he has. But where's it been before?
Where's it been? Like, that's all I'm saying. You know, for a guy that's taken out most of the criminal element in New York,
Yeah.
he still lets Doctor Doom sit on the throne? Why?
Yeah.
Like, why? If he feels a certain kind of way, like,
What's to stop
What's to
him
stop
from at
him?
least trying?
yeah, you know. So it kind of creates something very interesting. I think this is pitting Punisher against some forces that are very in line with what the character can be up against
Okay.
and is rarely up against. Like this is the upper scale.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of times it's street level mafia dons and
Yeah.
gangs or whatever. If you go higher scale of that, that could be interesting. What criminal organizations in the Marvel universe could he decide to go after?
Yeah.
Marinate on that. I'm gonna just say it like that. That's matter of fact. That's all I'm gonna say.
Be pretty interesting.
Very could be, but again, you have to ask that question.
Yeah.
Why has he never done it before?
Yeah. Frank, what you holding out?
Right. I'm just being frank about it. And earnest? Either way. So, I'm sorry. Britannia, what we
Yes.
got?
Issue 2. It picks up from issue 1. Issue 1, we find out that 3 of Rome's legions get killed in a German forest. Their
That's bad.
war eagles are stolen by the Germanic
Whoa,
folk.
whoa. That's definitely
That's
bad.
super, super bad.
That's taking scalps, essentially.
Yeah, and
Okay.
this takes place during Nero's reign, and everybody
Ooh.
knows Nero. So he's losing his stuff. So he's sending this. It's called a detectioner. It's basically like an inquisitor kind
I
of.
was going to say, like, detectioner. That's Roman speak for private eye.
yeah. So they
He's
send,
making up words, too. It's fine.
Yeah, it's-
Send a detectioner.
yeah, Milligan. I want him to create like a job title for me, like Chief E4 of the shop or something. So
That would be awesome.
So he's trying to do Nero's work, but Nero wants him to go about doing things a certain way, and
Right.
it's not the right way. So he ends up in Egypt. He's trying to interview people. There's now people trying to kill him. It's just good fun, and
This is definitely good.
yeah. It's the third volume of Britannia,
Okay.
and I really, really highly recommend it. It's very I don't know if historically accurate is the right word, but
They're historical sensibilities to it.
yes,
There you go.
but very, very cool, very entertaining. Two
I like.
thumbs up.
I like. Muy mucho. It did Amazing Spider-Man number 4, right? So Nick Spencer, Ryan Otley, who I heart. All right, so where this has been, Spidey has to go back to school, plagiarize Doc Ock's work. Technically he didn't, but he did. While at school, introduced to this device, ends up splitting Peter Parker from Spider-Man.
We've all been there.
Parker gets the responsibility side, Spidey gets the smarts and all the fun. This is the total sum of where things could go kind of wrong. This is kind of still building this world. We're introduced to another long-term Spidey baddie, the guy who helped Norman Osborn make the Goblin Serum.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's right. He keeps coming back. Hadn't heard of him in a long time, if ever.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, if ever. But this very interesting question of, can Spider-Man exist without the sense of responsibility that makes him Spider-Man?
It's critical to them. It's almost like if you made Batman happy.
These are the questions. So I like this very fun, over the top, but very subtle character deconstruction
Yeah.
that is this series right here. Especially when you have, like, you literally have Peter Parker free of his responsibility.
Yeah.
Does that make him happy? You know,
Maybe.
maybe not. You know, it's a mixed bag. So it's kind of an interesting thing to see. I'm loving the schedule of this. I feel for Ryan Otley's drawing schedule. I can't imagine how far in advance you had to be working on this to keep up. Like, this is like every 2 weeks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like
Marvel's cranking them out.
a lot. And the quality's not dropping under any circumstance. Thank you for that. But I mean, literally, Ryan was made for this book. Like this, the energy, the action, the posing, everything about this, so perfect.
Yeah.
So perfect. I enjoyed that a lot. West Coast Avengers, y'all. What? I feel like this should have come with a soundtrack.
It really should have.
I really feel that way.
Kelly Thompson, Stefano Caselli, Triana Farrell.
Art-wise, I adored this book.
It's got a real
It's really
fun
good.
vibe to it.
It's really nice. Kelly had some fun with this, really catching the voice,
Yes.
and an interesting mix of characters,
Yeah.
to
They're-
be sure.
Yes, they're all young,
Yes.
which is kind of where I think Marvel's fallen into. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Marvel has tried to put out characters and replace other characters with them,
Right.
and now they're finally, I think, figuring out what people want. So like Riri's getting her own book as Ironheart.
Right.
And I think this is kind of what they're trying to do with, instead of having Avengers something else,
Right.
even though it's still Avengers
I mean,
West Coast.
technically, but I mean, West Coast Avengers is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all these other characters
Right.
and letting them be themselves.
Yes. Instead of trying to make them what the West Coast Avengers were.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that I find interesting about this is that it seems to borrow so many different things, or from so many different things. So, like that New Warriors series that Scotty Young did the artwork on, where there was this reality TV angle to it. I feel like that's there. I feel like there's some
There's not
like Kardashianisms.
there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
And they haven't streamlined it to really let us focus in and hone in
Exactly.
on what the
Exactly.
series is going to be just yet.
This is not a book that is overtly serious.
Yes, it is very comedic, especially
Yeah.
with Gwenpool.
Very, very much so. And I think that's by design, and I don't think that that's bad, but it does limit what kind of stories you can tell with this team.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only truly dangerous part about this mix. Like with Next Wave,
Agents of Hate.
yes, very like that chemistry of that team could never really be taken seriously.
Yeah, you had
Ever.
to do a short-lived run,
Right.
very specific, very comedy-driven, and that's the only thing that does worry me about this book is where are they going to go?
And that's the thing. Like I feel like this could be a fun thing.
Yeah.
It could fit a certain demographic of readers that would be great because we're not catering to them.
Yeah.
But you can only do that for so long before we get burned out as readers, or you get burned out as a writer because you can only tell that joke
So many times. Yeah.
Like that's it. And that's the thing too, is like West Coast Avengers has like a history where like that was the first time we saw Scarlet Witch go crazy.
Yeah.
So, and then the carryover that actually had of Avengers Disassembled and House of M and all that stuff. Like, I don't think we're gonna get something potentially as cool as that off of this book, which kind of makes me sad.
Yeah. But then what I'm curious though, are they going to have to shift gears at some point and
Become more serious?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question. America being in it though, that's one of my bigger questions.
Yeah.
America is a character that I don't know if they've solidly said this is her voice. She seems to be a very mature character at times and a very immature character at times, and they don't know which one she should actually be. Which I almost feel like it's the same problem that they had with Wolverine for a long time. Where they're like, oh, he's rough and tumble, but then there's like this Zen samurai guy that's in there.
He's
You're
a
like,
berserker
those are two different.
who eats quiche.
Yeah, you're like that.
That's not how
Cooks a quiche. Like he doesn't even eat it.
Yeah.
He just cooks it.
It's just perfect.
Perfectly, because he's so I don't know, I like her character a lot. I would like to see a very solid version of her because I think she is Avengers worthy.
Yeah.
for
Oh my
sure.
gosh, yeah. Her power set is amazing.
It's huge. I mean,
yeah.
her being an Ultimates, absolutely.
There you go.
Don't mind. So I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad book, but I do question like the longevity of it. Like this is the kind of thing you read like while MTV's ridiculousness is on TV with Chanel West Coast. What? Oh, there it is. Throw up the W. This was a good week though.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I had fun. It's nothing that I absolutely was like, oh my god, this changes everything. But I enjoyed everything.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Very,
it.
very
Absolutely.
satisfying across the board.
Yeah, it was a good time. I could take a nap. I could take a satisfying nap now. I was like, I read some stuff. It's good. I did good work.
Yeah.
Dream of making comics of my own.
Yeah. I've got a coloring book.
That's a cool thing to have.
It's
Definitely a cool thing to have. Okay, so before we get out of here,
Yes.
we've got a special shout out that we got to give to our guy Kevin, who's one of our new Patreon subscribers. He's going to be at Wizard World Chicago, and he has said that if we give a plug to his book, Righteous.
Yes, I'm trying to make my phone open up, but my phone is unto the
Sometimes
devil.
it goes a little slow. If you drop Black, White, and Red all over
There we go.
at his table, what's his last name? Kevin. Oh, still. You have a BlackBerry.
I have a BlackBerry, all right? So you guys can just judge me in the meantime.
I'm not gonna judge you. That's rude.
Seriously, what's my phone doing?
Like it's holding, still holding.
I'm so
All right,
unprepared.
so look for a book called Righteous. If you drop
There we go.
Black, White, and Red all over as a little like code word, little speakeasy kind of Black, White, and Red all over, he's gonna give you something good and free, if I'm not mistaken.
Kevin Scheller.
Kevin Scheller. There it is. Now, did he say where he's gonna be actually? Table number wise?
No, there is
All
no.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so what exactly is he giving away? Do we want to say?
Oh, sure. If you promote me on your podcast,
Okay, so it's a $30 value. That's dope.
that's pretty.
Yo, that's
pretty,
not bad at all.
Yeah.
Oh snap! It's the whole graphic novel.
Yeah, catches you right up on Righteous.
Jeez. Okay, so issues 1 through 5 of Righteous, which is a graphic novel that series that he's got, he's collected together for your convenience. He's willing to give you free copies
Yep.
if you drop our name to him. So look for him, Kevin Scheller.
Yep.
At Wizard World Comic Con or Chicago.
Yep.
Tell him that you watch Black, White, and Red all over. You love us because you do. And yeah, dude, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
if-
go find him and I'm like,
Yeah.
Black, White, and Red all over.
And hit up Righteous Comics.
Facts.
Look it up.
Yeah, do that. And of course, if you don't have tickets yet, I know a guy. He's got a code, Vantage. If you put that online, general admission tickets, save 20% off. And you can come through, come check me out. I'll be hanging out with all kinds of cool people. I actually get to hang out with the Charm Crew, so it'll
Oh,
be
nice.
Holly Marie Combs and Brian Krause. Dude, I get to be with the voices of Naruto and Boruto. My kids are ecstatic. They're like, you know Naruto? And I'm like, of course I do. Like, we train together. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. We're old friends. It's fine. It's good. Charisma Carpenter, I get to hang out with her.
Nice.
I love her. I really do. I might get to meet Palm Clementef, Mantis from the Guardian series.
Oh, nice.
If I do, I might come home, I might not. We'll see. It all depends how Chi-Town goes.
I'm going to be making sure we have enough toilet paper in the men's restroom, and yeah, that's
There's never enough.
that's my weekend.
There is never, ever enough.
Yeah, I would say come see me at Comic Town's restroom, but that gets really creepy really fast.
It does. But come
Come
see
see me at
his
Comic
work.
Town's restaurant.
Yeah, come see his work though. I mean, he stacks toilet paper really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Really well. Pro level.
Trick is a little bit of feces.